Millie Rivers, Offside News. More generally, how is everyone feeling after the win? Home for the first time in a while. What are the vibes right now?
I mean, vibes are really high. We haven't been home in a very long time, and so we definitely felt the energy from the crowd. But I think that was just an all-around like team unreal game. Like we completely stuck to our game plan. I thought our forecheck was great. We advanced pucks. I mean, Soupy was absolutely stellar. I think T too. Like she's been grinding this entire season, and for her to finally put that one in, I think it meant a lot to our team, but obviously to her as well. And so I think that was just a complete game for us.
Maya Smith, the Ice Garden. Kristen, you again come back here and have a great game. How have you kept that confidence up? Maybe not getting every start this season like you have in the past, but just building off of when you do get that start.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my goal for this year is just consistency. So whenever I do get the opportunity to execute my controllables and help our team in whatever way I can get the win. So our environment here is just so great and so supportive and so uplifting. So I feel like, yeah, it's just a lot of fun to come to the rink every day, and I just keep building my game. And then when I'm called upon, just want to go out there and have a lot of fun with the girls. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun here.
Sarah, Jim Morris from Canadian Press. First of all, after the tough loss in Toronto a week ago, how important was it to come back and get that win tonight?
I mean, it was huge. Like, in this league, everything's so tight, and you want to get as many points as possible. And it was a disappointing loss in Toronto because I thought we did play a good game and probably deserving of a win as well. But to come out of there with 1 point, I mean, that's a step in the right direction. And then we knew coming at home, we wanted to use home ice to our advantage. And I really think we did a great job with that today.
And maybe follow up on that, you said you believe you're still last place in the league. Is there still the confidence in this dressing room you can climb up the standings and get a playoff spot?
For sure. I mean, I don't look at the standings probably as much as I should, but again, as I mentioned, like it's so tight, and 3 points does mean a lot, and so you can go from 8th to 5th, 5th to 2nd, like very, very quickly and very easily. And so it's more of like a consistency thing. If we can keep getting points, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 on any given night, we're going to find our way climbing up the standings.
Chelsea Nielsen, Girls at the Games. Tereza, you were really grinding tonight. I think that wraparound goal really proved that. Can you talk a little bit about what was your mindset going into that, your thoughts when it did get into the goal finally?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, really good team win today, and I thought our forecheck was kind of unreal. Honestly, we were all around them, and that's how we create the opportunities to score. So. Yeah, it was a fun game.
Lachlan Irvin, Canucks Army. You guys have had so much success at home, and obviously so much has been made about the crowd at these games and just that energy that they bring every single night. How do you guys find a way to harness that energy on the road as well as at home?
Yeah, I mean, obviously playing in our home rink, there's nothing like it. Even the music, you feel it almost in your soul. It's just so much fun playing here. But I think, yeah, when we're on the road, just kind of being able to simulate what we need to do in our game plan and just execute on it consistently. But it's definitely a really good vibe when we are at home. And then now just finding a way to replicate that on the road when it's not our home crowd in front behind us.
Millie again, Offside News. You've said a bunch, and I'm definitely in agreement that this is a complete team effort. This is a complete game. But we've noticed in particular that the line with you two and Karvinen has really been clicking. Do you have any insight onto what's made this line so great since your return, and for you to have Sarah Nurse back in the lineup and playing on your line?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think we each of us is a little bit different player, so we complement each other, and yeah, I'm trying to forecheck really hard for you guys to get the puck, and obviously Narcy can score the goal, so oh yeah, she got 2 shots on the net, two goals, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I agree. I think that we're all very complementary to each other. I think that Carv has pretty elite vision. T also has very elite vision, but she's super heavy on the forecheck. And so, when you're playing with somebody like that, it makes the game very easy. And I think that we have been able to find some chemistry that I think is building, and just knowing where each other are on the ice. And I think we're kind of figuring that out now, and hopefully we get to continue to do that.
Maya Smith, the Ice Garden. You have 3 new teammates now. How has it been kind of having them join the group? How have you guys kind of been embracing, inviting them in, helping them feel at home, and now here for their first game at home?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty crazy week, and I mean, we definitely missed the girls who we traded away, but I think that the 3 we've been able to add in, Shokesy, Mikesy, and Manon, like, they've added to our team in a way that I don't think that we can really describe. I think that they provided depth, energy, fast transition offense that we desperately needed on this team, and them coming in, they've played some pretty important minutes for us in this last game, and I definitely think that it showed, and it really helped our team in a crazy way.
Izzy Chung, the Hockey News, kind of following up on that. Anna Meixner had a couple good chances tonight. Didn't quite find the back of the net, but really noticed her. Like, what did you see from her tonight?
She got her first point, which is awesome. I mean, she's heavy, like kind of like T, like she's heavy on a forecheck. She makes little slip plays, little chips, and I think she's just hard on pucks. We need to be better playing at the blue lines, the red lines, and getting pucks in, and I think that she really, really does that. She's like kind of a little bit of a spark plug on that third line with Gabby and Bobo, and I've really liked what I've seen from her so far, and I mean, like, she's like a ray of sunshine, like coming to the rink, she's always smiling, and so she's definitely a great pickup for us.
Kristen, a lot of your former teammates on the other side of the ice, do you feel like that gave you a bit of an advantage, knowing having that experience of playing against them in practices in the past, and also just the breakaway for Daryl Watson the second? Did you know they were going to the backhand there?
I mean, honestly, it's interesting when you're playing people you're really familiar with. I think it's hard to, you kind of have to focus on your game plan and execute what you know you're good at, because once you start predicting what they're going to do, then you just get thinking too much. So for me, it was really just about executing what I know are my strengths and doing that consistently. So yeah, I found I was actually able to kind of block out who it was, which was pretty helpful because it just kept me present in the moment and kept my brain quiet. So yeah, it's definitely fun going up against a lot of people you know, but it was really exciting to get the win tonight.
Jim Moore from Canadian Press again, and maybe for Kristen and Tereza. Sarah said there's still belief in the room. Do you agree with that? I noticed you were nodding your head when I asked that question. Is there still that belief in the room you still can climb your way up the standings?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think throughout this whole thing, the most impressive thing to me has been that belief in the room. And I mean, even when you can see our losses, they've been by like 1 goal most of the time. So we're right there, and I think we have been building, even if the results aren't showing it right away. And like Nursey said, this league is just so tight, and 3 points is huge. So once you can string a few of those together, you can find yourself at the top. So yeah, we're just focusing on one game at a time and making those adjustments as a team. And I have full faith in this group that we're going to find our way and end up in a playoff spot.
Millie Rivers, Offside News. For Sarah, just noticed that when the crowd, they're showcasing the Women of Color Hockey Collective in the crowd tonight with Lunar New Year and that. Was it something to do with you, bringing them on for a night that sort of celebrates cultural diversity? And just like, what does it mean to you to be in a city that's really embraced the Lunar New Year nights and some of these nights embracing like cultural and ethnic diversity?
I mean, I think they're huge, and I think that it's so important that, you know, we come to these communities like Vancouver and we really embrace what the fabric of this city is. And so to celebrate Lunar New Year here, I know means a lot to us and also to the entire community. And to be able to bring young girls in to be able to watch a professional hockey game who may not have the opportunity, I think has always been very important to me. And so to be able to do that is something that I take a lot of pride in. But yeah, I mean, just to be able to celebrate everybody and make sure everybody feels welcome coming to a Goldeneyes game is really what this league's all about.
How you doing, guys? Cedric with Barstool Vancouver. Kristen, congratulations on the shutout. Really exceptional game out there. Did being back home on the ice really affect your gameplay? Did you feel at home a little bit more ready than you would be on the road?
I mean, honestly, like I said, our crowd gives us so much energy, and the music's so loud here. It's just such a great vibe. So I think coming back home, we were all really excited to play in front of the home crowd. And yeah, I think it definitely gives us a little bit of home ice advantage there. So yeah, it was just really fun to play today, and really proud of the team for their effort tonight.
Whose idea was the new home ice win celebration? Does anyone want to take credit for it?
I actually don't know whose idea this is. We've been talking about this since the beginning of the season, but we weren't really comfortable with how it's looked. And so we practiced it the other day. It's still a work in progress, but it's something that we want to really engage the fans in, and we just want to have fun with it. I think that was the biggest thing. So I don't know who started that. Soupy did forget her position, and she's in a crucial position in RV.
We didn't notice. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Mash seems like behind
Mash,
some of it.
maybe Schneids too.
Billsy.
Yeah.
There's a few masterminds.
I felt like actually this has been building for a little bit, and the energy in the crowd. We've been pretty good at home, even in the beginning. So you nailed it. Complete effort. Everybody contributed. Everyone played really well, and so fun to get a nice win like that.
Maya Smith, the Ice Garden. How did you feel that the three new players that you have on your team kind of fit in tonight? Do you see them kind of remaining where you put them for tonight? And yeah, what did you kind of get out of them tonight?
Well, two things. I thought that it was pretty visible, the team speed and the increase in some of that, and allowed us to really forecheck pretty hard, which is something we've been kind of working on a little bit. And so the thing about them is the flexibility in the lineup. Like they can kind of plug in a lot of different spots, and so looking forward to seeing what that looks like going forward. But I thought they did a great job after getting in a couple skates, and definitely brought some good energy for us.
Izzy Chung, the Hockey News. Comments on Sarah Nurse's night?
I don't know what to say compliment-wise. I don't know if there's enough compliments to the difference she makes. Not only like in the locker room, but her hockey IQ is so smart. There was a point there we were trapped in our zone for a little bit, and she dumps a puck into a bench to get a whistle. Like, that's pretty high IQ about understanding and managing a game, and being able to get a break. And I knew that was what we were missing, and it's so contagious. She's so good. I've referred to her as player coach a few times already, because it's made such a huge difference with how she talks to people and holds people accountable and brings great energy. So can't say enough good things about Sarah Nurse. I'm a fan.
And what did you think of that line of herself, Karvinen, and Tereza Vanišová today?
Well, there's a fair amount of speed there, and experience, and I think you saw what's possible there as they're continuing to build chemistry. I mean, the reality is they've not been together very long, so I think that's just the beginning of what's possible as they get more familiar with each other.
Good evening, Brian. Cedric with Barstool Vancouver. How much confidence does a 5-0 win bring to the team, especially being this low into the league, this far into the season? Does that bring you guys back up?
This league's tough. Like any day, anybody can win, and points are a premium, and every game kind of feels a little bit like a playoff game with its importance. And so definitely was awesome to be home, was awesome to get a win like that, but we need to string them together, and heading back on the road, God bless, for a couple more. So hopefully we can take some of that on the road, play with that same kind of energy, and compete for a full 60 minutes.
Brian, Jim Moore from Canadian Press. Maybe following up on that, how important is it to have Sarah Nurse back in the lineup now that you are trying to make that push for a playoff spot?
I don't even know how you measure that. I mean, you can see the difference in our club in the couple games she's been back. I think someone said she's our leading goal scorer after 3 games. Yeah, that's pretty good.
You had 3 new players in your lineup today. What did you like about their game, and how do you, when you have so little preparation time for those players to understand your philosophy and your system, how do you simplify your playbook for them?
They're pro players, and there's pro experience for all 3 of them for an extended period of time. So yeah, we really sat down with them and kind of went through everything that we're trying to do and what some of the structure is, and it wasn't completely unfamiliar to them. So it's not like we're plugging in 3 rookies who haven't played pro hockey. So I think that made it a little bit easier. And like I said, they did a great job, speed-wise, compete-wise, grit, and just positive energy. So it was good all the way around. We need to keep that going.
Millie Rivers, Offside News. You've mentioned just in your previous answers that A, you liked the all-around game, and B, that you'd like to string some of those wins together. How do you take away some of the positive points of this game and implement them for the last couple games before the Olympic break, and then looking perhaps further into the future after the Olympic break?
Well, first off, just the fact of taking what we were doing as far as managing pucks way better, getting in on the forecheck way harder, and what that means, but also increasing our shot volume. We got some pucks on net that we probably wouldn't have earlier that end up in goals. We need to keep that going. We're cracking the code a little bit about, sometimes less is more, and that, it may not be your shots beating them clean and going in, but it's creating opportunities with rebounds and second chances and getting inside the dots more. And so we need to take all those lessons and positively reinforce them with film and say, hey, this is us. This is what we're capable of. This is what we have to continue to do if we want to be successful.
Chelsea Nielsen, Girls at the Games. First of all, big fan of the suit, Brian. I love it.
Full credit goes to our goalie coach, Joey. He's got a guy, and so they took care of me.
Excellent. Second question is actually jumping off of the shots, because that's a pretty big difference compared to the last time that you faced Toronto about a week ago. Can we talk a little bit about what went into increasing that shot volume, and especially the difference in the first 2 periods compared to Toronto's shots tonight?
I think some of it was, first time seeing them. And if you take out that first period and the last time we played them in Toronto, it was pretty even after that. So just being comfortable with what they're trying to do, their personnel, and understanding that. And really some of it is just us trusting our structure and executing better. And I thought we did that tonight.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Brian.
Yay. Thank you.